Back to the Karma Speed Garage. Hope this video gives you ideas for some tools, some layouts, some things in your garage. I want to share what I have going on in here with you of my workspace. Randall has worked with me for the last 2 years at my house, operating his pre-existing business out of my house and then the YouTube stuff on top of it. We've outgrown it. Randall's working right down the street. I'm going to call him whenever I need help, have him in the videos. But if you guys need help with your cars, he's available to do work on your cars, modifications, repairs, you name it. Hit up Randall, have his on the screen. You guys have seen his work and it's awesome. So hope you guys hit him up if you're in the Phoenix area. Let's get into the video. We got a lot to do. I will never financially recover from this is the name of the game. Oh, there's more over there. I just cleaned out my cart. I want to go ahead and get as much as I can in here of the new tools that I use on a regular basis that I just bought, and then all this specialty stuff, bigger stuff, I want to put in the Husky bench over there. And then we got to figure out what we want to do with this space. Some more problems is I have a much better mow tool sticker that's bigger to let them know that we love mow tool. We have a link in the description if you guys want to order oil at any time to save some money. There's a discount code. We need to fix the holes in the wall, get the bench all dialed, get the fridge loaded up with some stuff. I definitely don't want this in the corner anymore. It ruins the thumbnails, little details. And I'm just gonna show you this to be completely transparent. As much as I like things OCD, this is something that I've completely let go. So we'll fix that too. Let's get some work done. Just degreased and washed the tool cart, but the mats for the inside need to be cleaned. The one thing that I don't have at this garage is a sink here, which is a major bummer because I'm always tracking dirt, grime with my feet into my house, and my sink is always really dirty, so I'm constantly bleaching it, constantly washing it to keep it clean. My girlfriend definitely hates me for that. Kind of wondering one day if I could somehow get a water line in here. I'm not sure. That was a total waste of paper towels, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my clean microfiber. I had my buddy Nick ask me, hey, do you wash your microfibers in the same washing machine you wash your clothes? Yes, I do. I use one Tide Pod, and I wash the washer after every other time with vinegar and baking powder on like self-clean for 4 hours with hot water, just to make sure. But I've never had a white shirt stained after washing kind of oily, grimy rags that I use on detailing cars also. Never had an issue, and I do wash them in that washer. Brand new tool today looks nice against this. The old girl cleaned up. I'm gonna make sure I get all the water out. I just degrease, detail brush, Crush Power degreaser from Superior Image. Use code Karma Speed at checkout to save some money. This is the Pro bottle. You buy it concentrated. You pour a little bit of concentrate. You fill the rest with water, and a 16-ounce bottle lasts you a long time. I love this stuff. It's the same strength degreaser as Diamond Bright, which is gnarly, but this smells a lot better, and that's why it's called Crush Power, because it's citrus, and I love it. It's like grippy clean. Love that. So a big thing I learned from Randall being a full-time mechanic is that having a solid set of sockets and ratchets that you don't lose, that are always there, and there's not two of them, there's only one of them, and every size. I've always just operated where I have like this brand of that, this brand of that, I'm missing this, missing that, replace it, it's a different one, different length, and it's just so annoying and inconsistent and such minor detail. So that was why I just forked out the cash and did it right, so I can use these for the next 5-10 years, unless I get something cooler, or possibly probably give someone in the Karma Speed community all this set up, and I'll try something new and review it. So got some tools we're gonna unbox because I wanted to just do it right. There's a lot of different tools I need to order, which I'll go over, that I don't have now, that are super helpful, that I didn't realize that I use all the time, but that'll be for a little bit later. you're wondering what Icon is, if you've never seen it, I didn't really know about it and get into it and really pay attention to it until I met Randall. Icon is the Snap-on of Harbor Freight. It's the budget Snap-on. It has lifetime warranty. It's made for professionals. They obviously thought about professional mechanics. It's just nice. They come with like holders we'll get into. If you ever have something break, which lifetime warranty on sockets, like I've seen them break before, but it's not that often. But if they do, it's nice to know that you can walk in, take your whole set, and they'll swap out the broken one for a new one. Any given day, anytime, they literally go and open a brand new package and just pull the single one out and I guess take it to the back and send it back to Icon. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I'm a Milwaukee guy. I have to say, really like everything that they have. But when it comes to ratchets and sockets, the only thing that I really liked that they made was the pack out system ratchet and socket set. Really, really cool. I was thinking about buying a Milwaukee ratchet setup, but random rant. The Milwaukee, I'll have Justin put a picture on screen. It's this kit right here. But this ratchet setup has square end sockets, so they don't roll off anything. Super different, I guess, in Milwaukee. I really wanted to try it, but it wasn't like something I knew I'd keep forever, and I knew I'd keep the Icon stuff forever because it comes in these nice holders. But I really like having them laying down flat versus on pegs. And I just really didn't see that Milwaukee as a long game, but I did see the Milwaukee set up the pack out system, which I'll have Justin put a picture on the screen. But you can imagine if you were to take this pack out set, dirt bike riding in the desert, or you're going to do a rally race and you need ratchets and sockets, it would all snap together. It's awesome. There's a time and place for the Milwaukee ratchets and sockets, but when it comes to professional mechanic style, this is like way more, in my opinion, a move. I'll give you an up close look here in a few. Someone returned this, or something. Some ghetto tape on here. Hope there's not anything missing. If you're wondering, I'll never financially recover from this. I spent $630 on all this today, so you're gonna see what $630 looks like in 2022 at Harbor Freight, buying the baller stuff there. Shiny. Ta-da! If you're working on cars and you're wondering what should I spend my money on, a good ratchet and socket set is very enjoyable. And if you want to know what size drive to spend your money on first, 3/8. I use 3/8 more than anything else on a car. Now on a dirt bike, I use quarter drive more than anything, so keep that in mind. That's why I tried to buy both. They're actually out of the quarter drive sockets metric, and I bought everything metric today. I don't really use standard much, and I didn't have an unlimited budget. A lot of clicks. 92. Cool. Next. Why is this so hard to make decisions? I'm trying to think of what I want on top of the toolbox all the time. The 3/8, no brainer. Let's do the 1/2 inch impact, 1/2 inch drive ratchet. We have an intruder. Greetings.
Greetings. Goodness.
A little bit of work to do.
Just a little.
Start with the 1/2 inch drive. I didn't get a flex head because you don't really use flex heads with the big one very often. And I actually already own one right here, so this will suffice. Like I said, I'll financially never recover from this when you go Icon. They got these big plastic cases. I'm not even sure how this works. Oh. They're literally screwed together. Do it the smart way. Deep socket, these are heavy. These are cool. Definitely not gonna leave these on the top. This is nice. These are very commonly used. Let's go ahead and put them here. Well, that fits perfect. Awesome. This here, never lose it. Everything I can think of that's in my garage that you might have seen in this video, I have a link in the description. It's an Amazon affiliate link, helps out the channel so we can keep making videos. So if you're in the market for anything, go to click one of those links, check it out, see what you're missing out on, and could be one of these lights or a tool. Let's start with the little baby one. These are adapters to go from quarter to 3/8, 3/8 to 1/2, 3/8 to quarter, 1/2 to 3/8. Super commonly used. Open from the bottom. Don't cut yourself in the process. This is such a beautiful thing to have a holder on. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, stupid situations we need to use this. I think this is primarily used for when your friend's like, hey dude, where's the quarter 10? And they're like, where it should be, and they're like, no, it's not. And then they're like, okay. And then they're like, I'm tired of asking my homie questions, so I'm gonna grab the 3/8 to a quarter, throw this on the 3/8, and then you throw on the 10 mil quarter onto here, and you show up and your buddy looks like you couldn't find the thing, and you're like, no, I just used the adapter because you had the adapters and this nice little thing from Icon right at the top here. Comment down below if you can relate, because that was me. Next thing, we got the 8-piece set metric 3/8 drive, professional long hex socket set. Love these. Yup. I'm gonna put these down below, but I'll leave them up top. Got the same exact metric ones, 3/8, but in the short. Next up, we have the 1/2 inch drive, 2-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch extension. You never know when you come up short. One of the biggest things about having tools is having a place for them. Now, when you work on the weekends, you always kind of suffice to, in my opinion, like, oh, this has its place, but it's just kind of rolled up in a drawer. But when you're working on stuff day in and day out like I am now, I mean, at least 2 to 6 days a week, like average probably 3.5 to 4. I prefer 3.5 so I don't burn out. I like to work on the computer and do business stuff, but having the proper tools with the proper place, and you know exactly when something is missing and you can go find it right away, then every time you go to do the job, it's just always there and you're just never pissed. Half the problem with working on cars is when you don't have the right tool, not because your car is not working, it's because you can't have the right tool or it's missing, and then that starts your negative train of thought, and then your negative train of thought turns you into a snowball effect, and the next thing you know, you're like, screw cars, I want to sell it. And then your buddy is like, dude, check out this S15 video with the SR20, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love cars. And then you're just like, why don't I love them more? And then you're like, maybe because I don't have the right setup, because no one's told me or related to me how to help me build confidence in knowing what to buy, how to work on the car. And that's what Karma Speed's all about. That's what the Karma Speed Garage is all about. That's what I'm all about. It's because my dad was a really good teacher growing up to me and my friends, and made my confidence through the roof with most things in life because he made it simple and showed me the way, and did a lot of optimistically learning by doing, which is a big part of life. If you're into that philosophical kind of thing, that's what I'm about. Beautiful 3/8 drive, all kinds of extensions, brand new puzzles. Let's open one more. Just kidding, these are the last two. That was a quick $600. Right here we have 1/4 inch drive, all the extensions we need, matches the rest of the set. Last one, 92 flex head 1/4 inch drive. I would totally get the sockets, but I said they're out of stock. I think I told you. But what sucks is they're so out of stock, they're at none of the stores. You don't see them anywhere online. They're in-store only. I found these shallow ones on eBay, so I ordered those. They were like $5 more than MSRP. I just want to have a matching set, and now I'm worried that they're not going to come back around given everything going on in the world. Awesome 1/4 inch drive. I'm going to turn the AC on, close the garage, throw some music on, put a time lapse on for you, and really get to work organizing some of this stuff to get this garage back in shape, and we'll touch on more updates. 2:20 in the morning. Got the space kind of cleared out so I can blow and clean the floor. I'm gonna blow it out tonight, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. Let's take a little break from the tools. I actually went and bought some more. The ones from Amazon showed up. This is a couple days later. I got a lot of stuff out of the garage, so we can just restart. This whole wall is empty now. We can give you little clips of moving it all. Shed part. This is where my brain starts to go crazy and I just want to get rid of clutter. So I'm trying to figure out, like, of all the stuff I have and all the stuff I need to go through, what can I get rid of and what do I have to keep? For me, I'm just like, if I haven't used it in the last 6 months and I don't have a plan to use it in the next 6 months, I just got to get rid of it. There's some stuff that I'm like, I wish I could keep this because I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I don't have enough space. So that's my process. So I'm gonna go through these shelves. So let's declutter and then put everything back super organized. garage is getting cleared up. We got some Amazon packages that have showed up. We have some more tools that I picked up and more coming this weekend. Let's go ahead and open these, put them in the box, clear out the area, mop the floor, and then open our packages from Amazon and see what's inside those boxes. Ball peen, dead glow hammer, super useful, hitting arms, getting things to break apart from each other, very useful. And the Icon one just happens to be really nice, similar to the Snap-on one. Next up, I got the Icon universal joint socket adapter, wobblies, you could call it. Use these all the time to get to certain bolts that are hard to get to at a certain angle. I just love how Icon is decently priced and has all the trays. Like the trays are what sell me. Quality is up to par as well. These things get kind of pricey because they need to be strong. You're putting a bunch of torque on these joints. It's hard for them to last. I wish I could fit both of these in this cart, but I can't. Maybe we'll get a different cart one day. But we have the metric 72 tooth reversible ratcheting mechanism. We got the opening on this side and the close on this side. These will probably go in my other toolbox because I use these less often. Here they are in the case. So it goes from 10 to 19. You have your reversible lever there. Instead of flipping it over, you do this. So these are the ones that I like to use the most. These are a 10-piece set, metric, 10 to 19. Same setup. Sometimes you need 2 wrenches to loosen something, so that's why I got both sets. It has this holder with screws. I just love the way these feel because they're pretty long. You got your straight on both sides. If you need to loosen or tighten, you flip it around. And because they're long, you get a ton of leverage. They just feel nice in your hand. I love these things. Now, for the last of the expensive name brand tools, I like Milwaukee the most, if you can't tell. So I went and got their 3-pound hammer, fiberglass. Really need something heavy when you can't get in a tight situation, or you just need a ton of power when you hit something. So having a heavy hammer like this, you can buy them at Harbor Freight way cheaper. You can find other stuff. I just like to have Milwaukee, buy it once, and have everything match. So I went ahead and got that. Let's get everything out of here, mop the floor, get it looking good, and then move back in and we'll open the Amazon side. Got one more bin, 2 empty ones. Put this in the corner, but I'll show you the progress so far. I don't know where I'll put that, but it's coming along nicely. I definitely don't use 3 extension cords all the time, so I'm gonna reduce this to 1 and then put 2 somewhere else. This is all stuff that's kind of temporary. I'm using this stuff tomorrow. I need to paint the walls. This mop needs to go somewhere. Parts I'm gonna put on the truck soon. Need to give these to Chris. Hitch I'm gonna put on the 2015 STI soon. The dirt bike wheels because we have the whole bike apart, which I'll talk about in a second. Put our chemicals over here. Need to put some back that I just used. Need to reorganize the oil a little bit, clean it up. Yeah, we made space for everything and we have some room. I wanted to put my skateboards up there to kind of give you the same feel that my long hair does, let you know that I'm chill and I don't take life that seriously. When it comes down to it, take the stuff I'm into very seriously, but life in general, not so much. And that is where I'm at. So let's keep it going, and then at the end I'll give you a full tour of the toolboxes with the new stuff that I got. Cut everything off this wall. I have so many holes. Gonna get the palm sander out and go to town, and then we'll fill it in the morning. Amazon parts. I already had to use it. Ordered this really cool Capri air gun, and it has the OSHA tip on it. If you block the front, the air can go out the sides. You can see on there. You don't really want that, but I think they figured out a way around it. They just include like a little tip. I'm gonna leave links in the description for all this Amazon stuff. So if you wanna blow air straight to something without that, that's pretty cool that you can take it off, but I really didn't see a big problem with having it on. But this thing is just sick looking. Really pumped on that. Has a little hook right here. You could probably hang it somewhere. Figure that out. Let's do this bag right here. So I bought the cheapest razor blades I could find for my knife replacements. Craftsman happens to be the brand. And then I got these flush cutters for zip ties and such. These are super handy. If you try and cut a zip tie flush with anything else, it doesn't really work that smooth. But these are just so thin and small, and you can get right up on it. These are awesome. So how this works, if you're not familiar with it, is you can slide this razor blade thing up and down to slide them out the bottom. So if you need to get some out, you just slide it out like that and then slide them out the bottom. I just sat and stared at that for a while back in the day. Usually a lot of the razor blades are like that. Here's some little Lego looking deals to hold bits. I'm gonna show you what this is for in a little bit. There's an assortment of different ones. That's pretty cool for organization. This is necessary for so many things. This is it's a scraper, but they gave you a brush attachment. Probably never use that. It's already got a blade in it. Shoot. You know how many things you scrape off? You never know until you don't have this. Got some razor blades with it. That's cool. Brush, don't need it. Next bag. I don't know what happened to mine, but you can't do anything vinyl related without an Alford knife. These are the best. You don't want the blades that come with it. You need something degree where the knife is like way longer and pointier. It's so much better for vinyl, so we'll get into that one day. It's in the previous wrapping videos. You can find tips for stuff like that there. But don't forget, I have links in the description for all of this, so you can stack up your garage. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. I'm always losing them. I never have like a good spot for them, and I feel like this is my best bet at... Oh no, already off to a bad start. I can see how this got jumbled up in shipping. I already don't like this that much. Allen wrenches. I might return this, honestly. I'll use it for a couple weeks and see. Always losing the one that you need the most. Hopefully that case will help me be better at it. This is a digital tire inflator with a pressure gauge. That's nice. Comes with some Teflon tape, some fittings and such. This is super nice. You can see a little digital display. Absolute necessity. Randog bought one of those, so I need to get one. Let's see what's inside the big box. We got here magnetic tool tray. Randog had these. He inspired me with these. I love these so much more than the metal ones. They're magnetic trays, but they expand however deep you want them. Or you can just leave them flat and let stuff stick to them. You can put these everywhere. And I love having different colored ones, like there's 4 here. So if you take apart 4 different things in an inch and bake, you can put the bolts here for that, that, and that. It's all separated. It's so much easier to put back together. Love these. This is a necessity. Anything exhaust related, in depth, not cat back. This is oxygen sensor sockets and removers. They take a weird socket because it has a wire on it, so you gotta make sure you have what you need. Oh, this is the huge trim kit. I never bought one in a case like this. Let's see how I like it. Look at all these uses. So these are non-marring to the goal. Oh, it even comes with plastic clips. You've got stereo removal tools. Need like a little key shaped deal. What are these? Desktop wiring clip. Wiring organizer? That's random. What are these? Oh, these are stereo removers. So you stick these on the sides of the radio to help pull those tabs for the security so someone can't break in your car and steal it. And you got a pry tool for plastic clips, fender liners, etc. I've never seen this. This seems so obnoxious. This is a trim removal tool. Oh, so the center one gets the part that pulls out, and then the bigger part pulls like the whole clip out of the plastic if you've ever taken one out. I'd be curious to see how these work. Something huge kind of skipping around here are these little kit on Amazon. These are O-ring seal little tools to get them off easier, but these are great for interior panels of your car so you don't scratch it up. They're just like little spoons. Love these so much. It comes with 4 of them in all different sizes. You need to buy these. And then of course, you have all the non-marring pry tools on your left over there. Take all your interior pieces apart and such. It should be nice. Honestly, I probably won't use most of these. I'll probably just use a select few, so maybe I'll find which ones I like. But I want to kind of start with everything and figure out which ones do I absolutely need, which ones do I not, and then get some really nice ones. Maybe from Snap-on or something of the ones I do use often. These are plastic razor blades. These use for so many things, removing adhesive from stuff. Plastic razor blades, oh, so useful. We got like 3,000 of them. And then an assortment of plastic clips, so we can do fender liners, etc. So Justin, who edits these videos, need to work on his brakes more, on his Genesis coupe, and I need to just at some point. But this is a pneumatic one-person brake bleeder kit. So you can pretty much hook this up to your brake caliper, bleed the brakes one person, you hook up the air compressor to it. Super nice. Need to have this to make sure we bleed things correctly. That'll be great. We're ready to paint. Got the ultra white base coat, scuff defense. We're gonna put up some with a 6-inch roller and see if it matches, or if I need to just repaint all these walls. Motul sticker is on. That's the final touch. I'll give you a little one last walkthrough to show you what we got done. So we got the shed done. Head in here. Got all our Superior Image stuff organized. Got the neon sign I wanted to put back because I did miss it, didn't know if I would or not. And got the fresh mow tool, so this corner's good. Ready to get some work done. Our anti-gravity battery charging over here. I got some gloves out because I was pressing in some bearings and stuff on my dirt bike frame and swing arm. Got the Husky bench here. Good workbench. Got our rough country chair here. Now inside the cabinets, I'm not gonna go there yet. I need way more time to get after that, so not sure. But I got my 2 skateboards up here if anyone wants to grab them and ride them. Got the YouTube plaque there, gotta have that in here, of course. And then got this corner all clean. The floor obviously doesn't look its best. Could polish it, but it is pretty beat and it does need to be recoated. So overall, can't hate the white floor. I do like it even when it's dirty. Just so much brighter in here and I feel like I get work done better and I lose track of time completely. STI wing and such, the rest of the dirt bike. Those are my 2 like passion projects right now, but we need to finish the Bronco and the Mazda Speed 3 because we got deadlines and such. So before we get to the end, I want to show you a little toolbox tour. I'm in the middle of transmission work on my truck, so I need to leave the tools kind of here so I remember how everything goes, so bear with me, it's not perfect. The gun is usually at the bottom. Got the big Milwaukee. I've got the wrenches with the flat, the ones I love. Up top, 3/8 extensions, 3/8 ratchets. I have the magnetic bins. Remember I said I got the right link down below. Love these things so much. The magnets are better on this OEM Tools one. I've got my little Milwaukee gun, which I want to swap this out for a 3/8 stubby. Got my screwdrivers here. I got my pry bars right there. You know, they stick out through the bottom. Scissors, needle nose, other screwdrivers, knife always right here. Tape measure always right here so I never lose it. Up top, ratchets, knife, caliper for measuring. Got the organizer for my bits. Over here, kind of random pliers and such, things like that, things I use often. Up in here, that's kind of the only messy drawer. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. This guy is supposed to be over here. Don't know how that got there. So we'll figure out what goes here later as I need it. I kind of want to grow into it. Got the open end wrenches here, quarter drive sockets, quarter extensions. The wobbly guys here, adapters, Allen head, hex keys, whatever you want to call it. All the impact sockets, some special bigger ones. Down here we got our bits, hammers, oil filter wrench, the Milwaukee goes right here. The 1/2-inch drive extensions I have in that black toolbox behind me. That is it for now. I'll update you on changes later as I make it, as I grow into it. For all the other specialty tools, they're in this Husky toolbox, which is not organized yet. I'll have to update you on it later. And over here, screw mounted our tire inflator and another one for our air gun, right by all of the air stuff. And if you haven't seen us build out this entire garage from the start, click on this video right here. You want to see the whole process. It didn't have any drywall. It wasn't white. It didn't look anything like this. So if you're in the mindset where you want to make your space look something like this, your own version, go check it out here. You'll really enjoy the process and I think you'll be super motivated.